Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. Actually, I always should start saying, welcome, Wayward Gamers, to the Emporium. I am Jay, also known as Neofit3, your host, your GM, your torturer of fun, depending on what the day is.
I'm sorry, what kind of stream is this?
Not that kind. We are playing Pathfinder 2E. We are having a wonderful adventure, our actual play of the Legends of the Natural Ones. And we're going to get into a continuous, and we are live. So we've been pre-recording before, but we are actually live for the first time in a very, very long time. And we are very excited to be live again, as you can tell. But before we jump into the wonderful story that we have moving forward with our lives, let us introduce these wonderful and talented players that we have. And we're going to start with you, Jeff. How are you doing, sir? It's been a while. And who are you playing for all the new people and people joining us?
Did you say Jeff or Jim?
Jeff.
Jeff. Hey, I'm great. I'm Jeff. And I'm so excited to be back playing live because for the first time in a year, I don't have class on Wednesday nights. So we can do this.
Screw school. School's for nerds.
School, yeah. School's for nerds who want to learn. So I'm very excited to be here. Lame.
Thank you, Jeff. Carrie, it is good to see you. How are you doing?
I am doing great. I'm super glad that we're playing live. I'm Carrie, and I'm here because I teach high school, normal public high school, and it's during the day. So, yay! I'm super pumped. This is great. I'm excited. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Yes, it feels like it's been a while. It's so happy that we are together and you're
Even
here.
though for the viewers, it's just been a week.
Yes.
I know, right? I
Yeah.
know. I know.
Thank you, Carrie. Jim, sitting in your new West Coast abode for the first time, we get
my new Pacific Northwest abode.
You look
yeah.
more
Yes.
relaxed already.
Hardly. So, Jim, Hawkmere1 on Twitter, and playing everybody's favorite dad, Glastoc Steel Cloak.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Before we jump into a little bit of a recap, if you missed last week, we want to thank our affiliates, Talon and Claw and Smuggler's Coffee, wonderful friends of ours, Talon and Claw. They have the beautiful woodwork and other things that they create, DM screens and dice balls. Check them out. I'm trying to get there. It is. Thank you, Penguin. It's popped up. So yeah, they and if you put in Dragon Daddy, you get 10% off on your purchase. And then Smuggler's Coffee with unique coffees. We've collaborated with them in the past. Check them out on the website. They are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people, and they have some really good coffees. Whiskey barreled, aged coffee. So all good. I believe, Carrie, you're getting your sword.
Probably.
Get your sword. So recap. Our wonderful crew of adventurers have gone back in time. They've transferred over from D&D and Faerun to Golarion and the Pathfinder Society and Pathfinder realm. And they've gone through. They took a ship with some friends. Their lives are their counterparts, the natural ones in Pathfinder and Golarion, died, and they've taken over. And they're kind of going on this epic adventure of proportions of just figuring things out. They stopped off in Magdamar, had a little went to a little party, met some old people because they were some timey-wimey stuff. They went back in time.
Old people or old friends?
Old friends and old people and old monsters. Some vampires of sorts. And then they made their way to Sandpoint, where they need to meet Sebastian, who runs the Rusty Dragon, that will give them their next major quest. Like, what is their purpose here in Golarion? And this person has that information for them. And we left off as they were sitting in the Rusty Dragon, looking around, and all of them suddenly heard the name Sebastian from the gentleman they just talked to behind the bar. And they all looked at each other and realized, that's who we need to talk to. And that's where we cut. And that's where we pick up as they're all finishing, they're eating and drinking in the Rusty Dragon. As music is playing, a bard is singing on stage. There's a whole bunch of other adventurers here, including a Spartan, like a Spartan with a sword and a shield and a big helmet, like warrior with a very, very nice shield and armor, who's drinking heavily by himself. There is a female witch. And why I say witch, because she's got the nice witchy hat, nice long robes. She's got very long, crimson, beautiful red hair. And she's sitting there, and she's sitting right next to a very strong-looking male with a shaved head, clerical symbols around his neck, and an armor. They seem to be drinking. He seems to be drinking not alcohol, but something else. But she's definitely enjoying. And the thing that you notice is that her hair grabs the fork and moves the fork to her mouth as she doesn't use her hands. And her entire hair is pulling and feeding her and grabbing drinks of ale and drinking. And she's just kind of like sitting there doing.
And it's red hair.
Oh, yeah.
It's like bright red hair. So it's Medusa from
Look at
Inhumans.
Oh, I was going to say, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
And then in the corner, you see an older human with lots of hair on his head and a big, big beard. mostly gray, and his head is down on the table, and there's about 6 empty mugs in front of him as
Only
he's
6.
grabbing. I'm sorry, 12 empty
Okay.
mugs in front of him
Sorry, I
as he's
missed
trying to, as he raises his head and drinks a little bit more and kind of puts down.
What terrible wait staff to just leave 12 mugs sitting around. I don't understand why they haven't cleaned them away yet.
There's
Three.
Aviro. Good. There we go.
Yes.
Everybody mark the time, 4:42, 7:42 Eastern. Aviro is officially back. Okay.
What would you like to do?
Excuse me, miss, could I have more of the salad, please?
So one of the waitresses, an half elf, says, yes, and she kind of runs over to the halfling, and a few minutes later, a salad will appear.
Okay, so you said we heard the name Sebastian.
Yep.
In which direction?
So
like
the gentleman
who is
behind,
Sebastian?
he is the bartender. He is behind the bar. The
Okay.
muscular man in a nice apron, shirt, who's kind of getting food ready and passing out drinks and stuff like that.
That's Sebastian.
Yep. And he's
Okay.
the owner of the Rusty Dragon that you know. And
So I would lean over. I guess I would lean over to Glastoc, and I would be like, while Aviro's immensely enjoying his salad, I would
Mhm.
lean over and I would just be like, I think that's the guy. That's him, right?
I would assume so, yeah. I mean, you want to
Did I?
I
I go
mean,
talk
you
to
know,
him,
use
or-
your feminine wiles and go speak to him.
I don't think I need to use my feminine wiles. I can just say that we're here to meet you.
Right. Yeah.
Feminine
well,
wiles don't always need to be busted out, Glastoc. I save them for special occasions only.
well, in your case, that usually means your fists, but
Very fair. I'll be back. And Brynn would grab her drink up off the table and kind of make her way over towards the bar.
And as you make your way towards the bar, yep, there's several other patrons, mostly, like I said, mostly adventurers. But they're
As you
around.
as you make your way to the bar, you hear as Aviro saying to Glastoc, "Are you sure you don't want to try any of the salad?" As you're
Yeah.
walking away.
yeah.
That's perfect. He's like,
So you get up to the bar,
Yep.
and after a second, very high. Dearie, need another one there.
actually, no, I'm good. Still right here.
Okay. The rooms, yeah, I think Sarah's got getting the rooms ready for you, and that's so no problem. Was there a name or something that you need to associate? Did they get that?
There was Glastoc Steel Cloak, Aviro Stone, and Brynn Broadriver.
Got it. I'll let them know, but if you see them too.
Can I do a I was gonna say sense motive. Can I do like a perception check to see if there's any kind of recognition in his eyes when I see those names?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, perfect. My cat's butt. My perception score is okay. Here we go. 19.
19. Not really. The names are just kind of names, and he doesn't react negatively to them, but he doesn't act
Yes.
overly, so the names were kind of like, okay, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It was like
You first.
he recognized the names, but maybe not completely.
As he's kind of about to move off to the next thing, yeah, sir, excuse me,
yes,
one more
yes.
thing.
Uh-huh.
Are you Sebastian?
But yes, I'm Sebastian, owner of the Rusty today, and welcome. Yes.
Yes. So I don't know if you realize, me and my friends, again, Glastoc Steel Cloak, Aviro Starborn,
Uh-huh.
and Brynn Broadriver,
Okay.
we were told to meet Sebastian at the Rusty Dragon, unless there's
Oh!
another Sebastian here.
Yeah, that's me. I'm supposed to meet.
Do you
You're
have an
supposed to meet.
itinerary for this meeting?
And there's
Well,
Brynn.
Yeah. 5 minutes
So-
later. There we go.
No.
And
So,
5 minutes from now,
What is
Glastoc's
your
gonna do something
party's
grumpy.
name?
With the natural ones.
That's yes. That is what I needed to hear. Okay, welcome. You know what? Enjoy your night. your server is going to move you to a private room, and we're going to have a meeting a little bit later tonight. But until then, enjoy the festivities.
Thank you. Could you send over another order of garlic knots, please?
Like, oh my god.
Yes,
What
Thank
do.
you.
Thank you.
And
he
Brynn
starts
goes kind
going-
of disgruntled back to the table and be like, well, that was eventful. He knows we're here.
So
He
now
knew
what?
all along. We just fucking wait. They're gonna move us to another room, and they're gonna have a top secret meeting. If
Oh.
it's anything like my meeting with Sebastian just now, it's gonna be like, "Hey, welcome. Enjoy the rooms." End of sentence.
All right.
And Carrie has wasted our one fuck of the evening 6 minutes ago.
Listen here, we're not PG-13 here at the Emporium. I don't know what you're talking about.
PG-17, 14.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, the evening kind of goes. I need a perception check from everyone.
Is it initiative perception or just
No.
regular? Okay.
Regular skill check perception.
Nat
Okay,
20!
no.
Nat 20!
First
That's a
roll of the night is
31.
20. That's awesome.
31.
Wow.
Okay.
It wasn't technically the first roll. I did roll to see Sebastian.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
You're right.
God bless. Second roll
So,
with the 20.
Carrie, you got a nat 20 for what?
31.
Okay. Aviro, what was yours?
I'm very interested in myself because I got a 15.
Okay.
2 on the die.
Bad. Don't do
Glastoc.
yourself down.
I got a 15 also. Apparently, I'm looking at a Vero salad also.
Nope, that's fine.
It's
That's
because
fine.
Avira's telling you about the dressing. The dressing's actually quite good. It's a reduction of
80.
raspberry with a little bit of.
Like I said, a good hour goes by, and it's getting in the evening time, and like the drinks are coming, the food's coming back and forth. Yeah. And it's like I said, it's a busy time going on.
Is there a band? Is there a
Nope,
musician or two?
just a bard coming going. So he came and went.
I bet we could pay him to stay. He goes where the money is, right? Like, if we're bored with nothing else to do.
I imagine Brynn would pull out like some dice or something and would have some kind of a 3-person game to play.
Some
Or dice
people
or
in
cards or
the
something.
in the crowd or things of that nature.
No, I'm not
Just
trying
us.
to chintz anybody out of money right now.
Okay.
Just you guys.
Okay.
Brynn is kind of surreptitiously seeing. She's not gonna do it, but she's seeing if she could ever chintz Aviro or Glastoc out of money. Like if she wanted to, could she do it? She's
Can I make a roll, an intelligence roll, like just like a straight intelligence
Sure.
roll, to see if Aviro maths the game?
Oh,
plus your
Aviro's
a
min maxing
D20
in game.
D20 plus your intellectual or int modifier.
Okay. All right. There's a whole. There it is.
Imagine it's liar's dice for whatever anybody who knows.
Ah, nope. It's only a 13.
Yeah, it's not bad, but no, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
You
he's
get
not.
an
He
idea.
hasn't. Yeah. Okay.
So,
worth a try.
an hour kind of goes by, and then that older female waitress, graying hair, little halfling, kind of all chipper, kind of comes up and it's like, all right, and she starts cleaning the table. All right, and she goes, yeah, and you're kind of on roll 20. You're going to see you're kind of probably down in this area down here by the stage because I think you mentioned it. And she goes, all right, last door on the right. Take that hallway and go to the last door on the right. Well,
All I've got for roll 20 is the map. Is someone seeing something that I'm not?
Yeah.
oh,
I just
I'm
see the
sorry.
map as
My
Sandpoint.
mistake. There we go. Try that one.
Ah, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Gotcha.
Much better.
So you're
Try that on
here.
for size.
You're here. And she says, go to the last door on the right down the hallway. Up the stairs, down the straight down the hallway, last door on the right.
Okay.
And
So-
she kind of grabs. She says, grab your drinks, and we'll get there'll be some after dinner desserts there. So move along.
Threw a mouthful of salad of yours. Says, I love dessert.
I hope there's pie.
God help me if there's pie. I am going to delete it.
Oh. As you are walking towards that hallway,
Oh God.
Brynn, you
Yes.
get this whiff.
Oh no.
Somebody
A
has BO
scent
in
of
here.
brownies and cinnamon with a hint of chocolate.
Oh.
It's a musk that it's been
Yes,
about
ma'am.
2 months since you've smelled it. It's pepper blossom musk.
Apple blossom.
Apple
Pepper
blossom.
apple blossom?
Pepper
Oh, good.
apple
I'm glad.
blossoms.
Oh, for a
musk.
second there, I thought it was what's his name.
No shit.
She's been in this area recently.
And Bryn kind of like smells it and then like looks to the guys and sees if they are having any reaction to this smell.
Nope.
And they are not. And she would
No,
kind of be like,
Avero's got a face full of salad, and
yeah, and he's very
Glastoc's got his
clearly
nose in his,
all he
in
can
his
smell right now is
stein.
all he can smell right now is balsamic. And Bryn would just for now keep this to herself, thinking that maybe there's something up around the corner that they need to pay attention to or something like that. It doesn't seem urgent to her, just kind of neat that maybe Pepper was here. And so she just kind of keeps it to herself.
Okay. And as you go down the hallway, the door's unlocked and it opens up to a table with 4 chairs around it. And it's just nice accommodations. It's a private dining area, more or less. As you kind of come in, and like I said, the chairs are a little bit nicer. There's, some paintings on the walls and stuff like that.
But is there pie?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
So as you bring your drinks in, about 9 minutes later, the old halfling kind of comes in with a tray and some more drinks in the hand, and she kind of sets them down, and she puts a piece of cake, and she puts a piece of pie, and she puts a tart.
Oh. Do we and she Bryn would look
she
over and
smiles
ask
and
and
she's
just say,
Yes.
do we have to choose or is like do we each get all of it?
It's all for all of you.
Oh. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, did I? And she kind of smiles and shuts the door and goes back up. Oh yeah.
So
and
is
right,
it
right before she shuts the door, she's like, he'll be a few more minutes, and then kind of shuts the door.
So is it one pie, one tart, and one cake, or
Yep.
do we each get a piece of this?
It's more or less
separated?
like it's a large. It's like a half a pie, half a cake, and a large tart. And it's
There's
one of
enough
those
if we
things-
sliced it up. There'd be some
Exactly.
for each of us.
Yep.
Perfect. Bryn
That's what-
does not wait for that. She takes the entire pie and moves
I was
it in
gonna
front of herself. It's like, enjoy the cake and the tart, boys.
Vero says, but we should slice all of them into thirds exactly. That way we can all share equally.
That's when Glastoc slides the cake in front of Aviro and tells him to shut up.
Well, Glastoc, why don't we share then?
And then he slides the tart in front of Aviro also.
As I will say, as the word share comes out of Aviro's mouth, Bryn kind of like looks at the pie, looks at them, looks at the pie, and then kind of looks like she feels guilty a little bit. And then she starts cutting the pie very carefully into thirds.
So
And
Vero has
then-
already cut the cake in half, and so now he looks and sees that, and now he has to cut thirds,
Like a
with
peace
slice
sign?
in the middle. So he gives himself the two terrible,
The two
cut
little
halves.
pieces that are.
Bryn has not had to share with anybody in a long time, so she like takes the third and like.
See,
slides
isn't
the
this
rest of the pie.
nice? We're all having it all. This is great.
As though it is a family style. Bryn starts eating the pie first, and is it good? Is it?
Oh yeah, it's
really-
good. It's good.
Ah.
It's really good. And as you're like halfway into the pie, the door kind of opens up, and Sebastian stands there, but he's talking behind him a little bit. He's like, "Yes, give it a few minutes. Just make sure that they'll get the stuff in a minute or two. Yes, just tell them to relax, finish their pint. Don't bother Herd. He's gonna be fine. He's fine." And he kind of comes in and goes, the natural ones. Welcome. Brynn,
Hello.
Aviro, and Glastoc, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Welcome. As you know, I'm Sebastian. And well, we have lots to talk about. Still very strange when it comes to this, but that entity is, well, it's got something for you to do, and well, hopefully I can help you kind of get going. But what I can tell you is this. Bear with me. I've got a little bit of a story to share before we kind of get to the meat of things. So,
Bureau pulls out a pen and a piece of parchment.
so some of my friends,
Glastoc
adventurers,
pulls out his stein.
an
Brynn
adventurer.
takes her plate with her pie and just kind of like leans back and puts her feet up on the table.
Well, you see, some of my friends who live here at the in Sandpoint have been part of Sandpoint Adventuring Group for a while. A group called the Whizbangs have gone missing.
Is
They've
whiz
been
bags or bangs?
Whizbangs.
Okay.
So W.
Like the fireworks that little kids light off in the street.
Yes,
whiz
very
bang.
much so. Very much so. They've gone missing, and they have a manor just above the bluff that they've acquired. But you see, they were tasked with a very important quest. Some of them were orphans, but they were in search of the Wayfinder shards, Narni's shards. Narni was a druid who ran an orphanage outside of town. A few years ago, she was killed and murdered by the Blue M's. Well, it turns out that she was a fallen deity. And, well, her rebirth is all to do with the shards. So the Whizbangs were collecting the shards in the Wayfinder to bring her back. But it turns out that the Blue M's have the same thing. I guess they want to bring back an evil version of the deity. So they're searching for the shards as well. The Whizbangs got a map and got some resources from Nani, and they started the adventure and started gathering them. But unfortunately, they've hit a few snags, and some of the locations are very heavily guarded, and they weren't able to get to them. And unfortunately, some of the members disbanded because of family issues, and which I have no doubt was caused by the Blue M's. But so it appears that the two remaining members have gone missing from their manor. And we're concerned that what's happened to them, one, their information is two. I've sent two people there. One person went to go check about a week ago and doesn't seem that they were in. I didn't get very much. And then about 3 days ago, I sent another adventurer, a gnome ranger, to go check it out. And unfortunately, he has not returned from the manor either. I'm very much concerned about his well-being. So what I know is, what I need you to do first is sometime in the next day or two, I need you to go check. Tonight might be a little bit too late, or too late of a night, but I'll let you decide. But I need you to go to their manor, and I'll give you the directions where it is. You can't miss it. I need you to go search the manor for any clues, gather any information on the shards and the maps and things of that nature, and find out what happened to my friend. It's Teeman, Temman. Is a ranger of gnome, and like I said, find out what happened to them, and let me know what else. And then, but basically, the entity wants me to share that the Whizbang's quest to find the shards are now your quest. Yes, Avero?
Well, what if we go missing?
You go missing, which will be very disappointing.
And what
We
do we
won't.
get in return?
I believe there's lots of gold and power and magic items associated with a
Bryn
lot of this.
smiles over at Aviro, very proud of him. Atta
All
boy.
right. Is there a contract we sign? How does this? How does this bargain and pact make
Did the
make legitimate?
entity give you a contract to sign?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did they send you
assumed-
from a different dimension here?
We're not entirely sure. Now
Oh.
it depends on how you're looking at the entire metaphysics of the situation. If you look at
Bryn puts her hand
Yes!
on Aviro's chest.
Your
and Bryn
contract
just
with
says
the
yes.
entity is that they brought you here. That's the contract. I believe you're alive. So there's your contract to once you have been chosen for destiny to be legends and find and help this. Yes?
how do you know all of this?
Because the entity came to me and told me this is what I need to do. With someone named, what was it? Lee Show.
Oh, no.
Lido.
Lido, yes, Lido.
All of us at once. Oh, Lido.
He was the other partner
Oh.
when it came to this.
Well, what do the shards look like? Like, what are we looking for? Would Bryn know? So you said a Wayfinder's shards. Like, had Bryn seen a
Yes.
Wayfinder before, right?
It is a
Probably.
Pathfinder society. Wayfinders are Pathfinder societies. But it's clearly a Pathfinder Wayfinder, but it's probably something unusual that it's not
It
a normal
belongs to-
Pathfinder. Yeah.
Okay.
And
The special item.
yeah, and you do know that there are in your time you've heard of certain individuals have unique magical items that are very specific to the Pathfinder Society, as well as Pathfinder Wayfinders. And there's different sets of and levels of them. This one, if it's holding it and something about shards, you're not sure, but clearly the Whizbangs probably did a whole bunch of research, and there's probably a whole bunch of notes of where you're figuring out that at their manor, if they haven't been stolen yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so Bryn would shrug and be like, "How far away is this manor?"
Oh, it's about a 15-minute walk out just outside of town on the bluff. There's we've got four there's 4 manors just on the bluff, and let me move over to the Sandpoint map. In the Sandpoint map, you are located here in the Rusty Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the manors. This is a manor. This manor right here is the Whizbangs manor.
Gotcha.
And there's another
Okay.
manor over here.
Okay.
So this road goes right up to the manors.
Oh, damn.
Yep, just right outside. And
Okay.
it's literally a 10 to 15-minute walk right up.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Don't need to rent horses or anything.
Oh, not at all.
Uh,
If you need any assistance or help or resources, let me know. I might be able to help you with some of that. I do have a manor right across the street from the Whizbangs. And he points out that when he says that, you realize that this manor right here is Sebastian's.
Hmm.
Sebastian lives there. If he's not sleeping at the Rusty Dragon.
well, I think you mentioned it, but I think tonight is probably too late a night to undertake this quest. That said, I would rather sleep in a manor than in a bar. What say you have a couple extra rooms at the old manor, and then in the morning we can just walk across the street.
My mana, unfortunately, not my mana is not available at this time. My trusty, I always get in trouble when I say things like this. He's not my servant. He's not my my friend, my acquaintance, my assistant. He's quite tidy when it comes up to that, and unfortunately, I think we have guests coming, so really not room right now. I'm sorry. But you have rooms upstairs.
Oh, good. Well, thank you so much for all your help and hospitality. Boys, do you have any other questions? And Bryn would lean forward almost as an exclamation point and like kind of like hunch over her pie, finishing it up.
None from me. Glastoc, you've been unusually quiet.
The cake is
Um,
sublime.
yeah, Glastoc kind of grunts and that he has no questions, but both Brynn and Aviro know that there's
Got
something
opinions.
bothering him about this, and he's just not going to say it yet.
Mhm.
So,
Sebastian, I think my friends and I will chat about this and then head up to our rooms. May we have a few minutes of privacy
Oh,
in here?
you can take the room until you move up. No problems. Enjoy its shows for a while and enjoy your stay. I believe you'll be quite comfortable. And have a, if you, like I said, need anything, I got to get back to tending to the place. But let me know if I
Well,
can help.
may I say, sir, your tart is dynamite.
Thank you. We have a bakery in town that I get them from. So
Oh, they're all the desserts are wonderful.
this is
Please
from the
send along our
pastry
compliments.
in town. Yeah. Next time I'll let them know. Thank you. Then you can get some of yourself, I believe, in town.
Yes,
Sure.
please.
So again, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I know it's weird, but I'm here to help you. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate. I'm see what I can do.
Thank
Good
you,
luck.
Sebastian. And as he leaves the room,
Mhm.
Bryn is just kind of watching him go. And as soon as is there a
The
door that like
Yep.
shuts to
Yep.
this room?
Door shuts.
As soon as it shuts, I turn to Glastoc. I'm like, what?
okay. It just seems way too convenient that he has a roommate slash servant slash
They're obviously
whatever.
Moving on.
What? Well,
Okay, no.
Aviro is shocked.
No, that and the fact that he has guests coming to not be able to put us up for one night there.
But if he's got guests coming, then we're just. Have you never stayed somewhere before? People, they
If he
prepare
has guests coming, that means he's getting the place ready for guests, i.e., we could be guests.
But then they would have to re-get it ready for the next guest.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm fine with not traveling tonight.
As am I. It was just a suggestion. It was one of those at least you have to ask kind of things. Also,
Yeah.
Pepper Apple Blossom's been here.
How do you know that?
Smell her. As we came back
Of
here,
course
I
you
could
can.
smell that very perceptive. I don't know if you know this about me. But you remember that special like musk she had? It was like cinnamon and brownies all tied up in one. Haven't smelled it before or since, and I smelled it just out in the hallway. I think she's
Oh.
been here.
Can Aviro smell it right now?
Nope.
He's actively trying to smell it. Nothing?
Nope, not yet.
Are you
Aviro
sure
has
it
a-
wasn't? Are you
Take a
sure it
face
wasn't
full of
just
pie.
from the desserts?
Yes, Avero, I'm very confident. It was very specific.
All right. Well, I hope we see her.
So do I.
We
She's a
should
delight.
find her. We should try and find her and see if she wants to come with us.
Yes. Oh, we could ask Sebastian. We could see if she's been here, and if she's still here, we should see if she wants to come.
We should do that.
I poke my head into the hallway right away and be like, "Oh, Sebastian!"
He's nowhere to be heard and seen because
Shit.
he's in the bar now.
So we got to go back to the bar.
I'll make my way out there. You guys are welcome to come. I go.
Well, I mean,
I'm
if
still
we gotta
eating
get up. If we
dessert.
got to get up early in the morning, Glastoc could just head to his room.
Okay. Brynn is still young enough that she can function on like 6 hours of sleep, so she goes out to the bar and and tries to flag down our boy.
Okay.
Aviro is cleaning the crumbs off of Glastoc and Brynn's plates.
Well, Glastoc didn't eat any of his, so there's.
Oh, then
plenty.
he ate. Then he walks out eating Glastoc's plate. He walked up to Brynn. You want some? There's pie.
Plate that's got cake, pie, and the tart on it,
I
all
couldn't
piled
eat
on top
another
of each other.
couldn't
He
eat
just-
another bite of Vera, thank you.
He packs it away
So
as he's standing behind Brynn.
So as you leave the room and kind of go down the hallway, you know that these stairs right there go up to the second floor. And as you're kind of right here, the older waitress kind of comes up to you. hands you keys with numbers. And it's like, all right, here you go, gentlemen, ladies. There's your key. Up the stairs to the room to the left, and you'll be all set. I'm sorry, lady, around to the right. Enjoy.
You.
Thank you.
And Aviro and Glastoc,
Yep.
this room right here is yours.
Okay. Cool.
A. You are an A.
Is it en suite? Do we have en suite facilities in our
Oh.
room?
No,
How
you got a
fancy.
table and you got a bathroom. Yeah, you got a bathroom in there. Brynn, you are in
Yeah.
S.
S.
You're in this
Okay,
S
that
right
S.
here, which is a single.
Perfect. Awesome.
You
Thanks.
have a table, but you have no bathroom.
Shit. Where am I gonna pee?
Right down in here.
Oh
no, I'm sorry.
That's bullshit.
The
As soon as
public
Brynn,
privy is
There's-
way
you got-
over
you
there.
got the
soon
public
as
privy.
Brynn, no, as soon as Brynn realizes she is not en suite, she would go ask the boys. She would be like, "Do you two have a bathroom?
Yes. Vera
Can I
opens the door.
share it, please? Otherwise, I'm using the public privy, and I don't trust it."
Sure.
Thank you. And Brynn would immediately go in and pee, and then she would come back out, and she'd be like, "I have to go down and talk to Sebastian. Anyone want to come?"
You'd immediately go
Sure.
and mark her territory and leave.
Yep.
It is very clearly less of a have to pee and more of a dominance ritual. And she would be like, "I'm going downstairs again. I'll be right back. Anybody want to come with?"
Aviro follows her.
Okay,
Aviro
so
goes with her.
Aviro and Brynn, you go downstairs and kind of find. You're gonna talk to Sebastian real quick, and then you're gonna find a
Yeah.
seat and kind of drink some more and relax.
I would say a little nightcap, a little
Okay.
schnapps.
Okay.
Before bed
So-
tea.
So you want to talk to Sebastian about what again?
I want to see if Pepper's been here, if he's seen a cute little fairy flying around that smells like brownies.
So he's like, between certain things, he's like, and he's like, welcome back.
Hey,
Yes.
one quick question we forgot to ask you.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen around here somewhere like uh a little fairy? She just cute as a button, and she smells like cinnamon and brownies, and
Apple
she's just
bottom.
got. Yes, her.
Yeah, she's been
Has she
around
been
here
here?
for a while. Yes, she was she's a friend of the whiz bang.
Oh.
Rin. So she came in looking for Rin, and she seems to be she was here for a short period of time about a day ago, and she took off. I haven't seen her lately. She's somewhere in
Oh.
town, I think.
Oh, did she go after the whiz bangs? Did she like go searching for
Well,
them?
she's looking for. I think she's investigating a lead. So
Ooh. All right. Well, thank you very much. How long ago did you see her? When
About a
was the
day
last time you
ago.
saw her?
Yesterday.
A day ago? Oh, okay. Good. Good. All right. Well, thank you. Would you
No
mind
problem.
sending over a bottle of schnapps and some chamomile tea for me
With
and my
a
friend?
shot of whiskey in the tea.
With a shot of whiskey in the tea, and
No
I would
problem.
punch Aviro on the shoulder.
No problem at all. And you go back and find another seat, and there's people, like I said, drinking and having fun. And it's very, very festive in here and stuff like that.
As
And
Brynn gets a little pink in the cheeks, she would look over at Aviro and she'd be like, "I'm very glad we're all together again, Aviro. I feel like you should know that. I don't get a chance to talk to you much."
Well, thanks, Bryn, but we've been all together. I mean, since we all got together again.
I know. I just never say how much I appreciate it, and I'm happy that we're together again, and I don't want to take it for granted.
You like being with us? Glastoc and
Of
me?
course I like being with you. Doesn't it seem like it?
Not always. You do yell.
Yes, I realize that, Aviro. That's a personality flaw.
Well,
Anyway,
we like being with you.
nice, Aviro.
We're
Very
it's
glad.
very, and I mean, just the fact that I'm just not alone anymore. That was a
when you
very
were
long year.
when you were off by yourself, I was very worried about you. I feel like you should know
Were
that.
you? You go on.
Hmm. Oh, Aviro, you're one of my
Stop,
best
stop,
friends.
please. No, stop.
shut the fuck up. And she would like push his hand down onto the table a little hard, just enough to hurt his knuckles a little bit. And she would just say, I missed you and I worried about you very much. That's enough.
Well, thanks. I worried about you as well. That's why I kept writing to you. Because I knew
It
you'd
was,
be worried.
it was very nice and also very confusing. We have to get you to be a little less verbose when the case calls for it.
What were you saying about personality flaws, Bryn?
And I imagine then a minstrel comes over, a bard comes over and starts playing loudly, and Bryn takes that as a Deus Ex Machina clue. Shut the hell up.
And
Let's play
as
that game again.
Yeah, and yeah, I would imagine we play this game, and you can play a two-person version,
and the evening kind of gets winding down, and people leave and come back. Some go upstairs, some leave the tavern.
Aviro ribs her about Tib.
Ooh.
Aviro ribs her about Tib while they're playing.
as Bryn laughs, can I call for him to make a perception check?
Yeah, please.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Do I have this power here? Go ahead and make a perception check. Jeff.
14 on the die for a 27.
Oh, yeah. So you would be able to tell, I guess, that Bryn, she laughs when you say that, but she kind of pretty immediately changes the subject or tries to change the subject. And then as the subject changes, if you allow it to change, the mood has dropped a little bit. Like she
Okay.
has been pretty jovial, and obviously as the drink does its thing,
Mm-hmm.
but the mood drops a little bit.
Gotcha. All right. Well, with a 27, I think he probably notices and then kind of steers it back to the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as the game kind of ends, and people, like I said, it's getting to that time for evening, and as you're making your way up the stairs, Bryn, right as you're walking, you're kind of looking around, something catches your eye. And that as you're kind of walking, you notice that there's, of the two waitresses, the one of the females and and a human, not the older lady, no, or a halfling, but two of the other staff, and then maybe further, like one of the adventurers in the corner. You just kind of pick up that there's a strange, faint, whitish shimmer or glow around them, as if it was almost a ghostly presence around them. The patrons and everyone they're interacting with them, like they don't see it. It's normal. So there's nothing out of the ordinary. But suddenly, as you kind of look over, you just see the shimmer around the two waitresses and one of the adventurers.
Bryn like rubs her eyes a little bit to see if maybe it's just the weird trick of the light and too many drinks.
Did Aviro see it?
No, Aviro did not see it.
Aviro did not see it. Okay.
Again, Bryn keeps it to herself.
And then you head upstairs for a good night's sleep.
She actually does have to pee one more time before bed, and she does.
Glastoc,
Glastoc still awake?
Is Glastoc still awake, and is he indisposed as the door opens?
No, he's probably just sitting in bed,
sharpening his axe.
But knowing full well that they're not going to have to leave the door unlocked because of Bryn wanting to use the bathroom. So
as they come in and he's sitting there, Bryn goes, "Good gods, why are you still awake? We thought you'd be asleep."
And he just looks at her and goes, "Bathroom's there. Get out."
It's like, I half expected you to be like, "Young lady, do you know what time it is?" as she's going into the bathroom. And then she goes and she leaves. She's like, "Sleep well, boys."
Good night. As soon as Bryn leaves and shuts the door, Aviro runs and puts his ear up to the door and listens for a second.
You just hear her walk away.
And he goes back to Glastoc and goes, "Don't talk about Tib."
Why would I talk about Tib?
Well, I don't know, but don't. If you do, don't.
You don't. And to be clear, like Brynn didn't seem pissed, and God knows you know that.
Aviro
Just seemed
is
kind of sad.
Aviro is overreacting.
Oh, perfect.
That's what's going on.
Amazing.
Yeah, Aviro's overreacting.
So as the evening
Drama.
and the night, you get comfortable beds. You're sleeping quite nicely. They're actually a little bit nicer than the ones you slept in Magnamar.
Ooh.
And then
Nice.
at 5 a.m.,
How many hours has it been?
it's been probably
Oh.
maybe 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
Oh.
Glastoc, I
Yes.
believe you have number 1 letter.
Oh, yes, I do.
Please grab your letters, people.
One
All
more
right, I
time, ladies and
I gotta make sure I
gentlemen.
got the right one here.
Our wonderful game master of fun sent us all letters, actual letters in the U.S. mail, because he's the best. Jay, everybody.
Jim, please open up number 1 and read it for everyone. As suddenly this letter appears.
Beautiful wax seal on it, that Harry and I tried so hard not to ruin any of them the
Oh.
last time we had to go through this.
Saved them. I have them in a different envelope in my closet.
Right. Note number 1. My dear friends, well, there we go again. I'm getting pretty tired of this timey-wimey shit. I'm not sure when you'll be getting this letter. I was able to adjust the sending part with some chrono magic I learned. That time magic. Glastoc, yours truly, Aviro. And Glastoc kind of rolls over and looks at Aviro sleeping in the bed next to him, crumples the letter up and hits him in the head with it.
Aviro doesn't feel it. Aviro doesn't feel it. He doesn't move. He is sleeping the sleep of a teenager.
That is awesome.
Brynn, about 5:10, 5:15, bing! A letter pops up in front of you and makes some noise and light flashing.
Oh. And then she sees it and she's like,
Because you have number
rubbing
2.
her eyes again. Yeah, she's like rubbing her eyes again. It's like, oh shit. And she like looks and she's like, oh. And she sits up. She sleeps naked as the day she was born. And she like sits and like wraps herself up in a blanket. And then she
TMI,
opens
Carrie,
it.
but that's okay.
Well, no, you know what? Hey,
Just
I
setting
feel
the
like we
scene.
need to know this about Brynn. It's important. And oh my god, there's a lot of wax on this one. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. It's like an envelope in an envelope. It's like a Russian stacking doll. Okay, here we go.
Make sure there's 1. There's 2 and 2A in there. I
Yes,
think.
this is
Okay.
2. I made
Okay.
sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, lots of very nice.
Did she
stationery
pre-open
here.
2A as well to
Probably,
expedite
I'm
yes.
working on it.
Yes.
I'm a little preoccupied right now. Note 2. I don't know if you've reached Sandpoint yet, or if you are back in Magnamar. If you are in Sandpoint, know that the adventures you have there will start a domino effect. What is a domino? Which, according to Professor Weinsteinvale, the time-traveling chrono magic should not have a destiny element or butterfly effect. So, actions from the future do not change things, since they are the correct timeline, which directly contradicts Archmage Grimtroff theory. I imagine, do I see a second ding immediately?
Yep.
Aviro. Don't know why he has to do this. He's just down the hall. Grimtroff theory. My dear friends, well, here we go again. I'm getting very tired of this timey-wimey shit. Is this the right one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting very tired of this timey-wimey shit. I'm not sure when you'll be getting this letter, but hopefully it is earlier than any other letters. Son of a bitch. I was able to adjust the sending part with some chrono magic I learned. Clearly learned it very well. That time magic Glastoc. Yours truly, Aviro.
It's supposed to say that's time magic.
That's
Glastoc.
time magic. That's time magic, Glastoc. Yours truly, Aviro. Well, he really fucking nailed that one. And Brynn just grabs her blanket and like rolls over and goes back to sleep. Ugh,
So yeah, and then
amazing. I love it.
what
I
are you
love it
doing?
so much. Yeah, Brynn. So I guess Brynn would get dressed. Like, I'm not going back to sleep after that. And she would get dressed and she would go down the hallway. And she would try the doorknob on their door to see if it's unlocked. Is it just unlocked?
Yeah, it's just unlocked because we don't
She
know if you're gonna have to come
right.
in. So
She would open the door and she'd be like, Avira, what the fuck is this? Immediately. She doesn't even say good morning. She just like, and she's just holding. What the fuck is this, Aviro?
He doesn't wake up. He's asleep.
She goes over and like kicks his bed, his mattress, and like jostles him.
Nope.
Glastoc
Avira.
spills out of bed and he snaps his fingers, and all of a sudden his armor appears on him and stuff with his axe.
Pink.
And he's like, "What the hell's going on?"
Glastoc, wake him up. Will you please?
Suddenly, bing! Glastoc number 3 just appears in front of you.
Oh, jeez. Well, this one's got even more wax than the first one.
May have had a little fun with it.
This is so fucking fun.
As it appears, and Brynn is standing there, and stuff. Glastoc is kicking Aviro's bed.
Jay, I think he needs to roll something to wake up. So, like,
Roll a Constitution check.
okay.
Isn't there some
He's-
spell or something you use, or some item you have that keeps you asleep or something?
Oh, the he's not in his hammock.
Oh,
He's got a
okay.
hammock
Tylenol,
of feline rest.
Tylenol PM.
God, this has got so much wax on it. It went through to the.
Oh wow.
No, I think that's just an envelope inside an envelope.
Oh,
Jim.
okay. Is that what it is?
That's
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
it
one of
is.
those too. That's what
Oh,
you guys
okay.
were giving me shit about. That it took me
Okay.
so long to undo.
All right.
Dirty 20 on his con
You
roll.
wake up. Yeah, you definitely.
Oh, does he
wake up.
finally? Oh, darn.
Yeah,
I wanted him to keep sleeping.
No, yeah, you wake up from the jostling and everything else.
Ugh. What?
We're getting letters from past you. They just keep happening in front of our face.
And Vero sits up and says, "What?"
Letters from you. And she like puts them down like right in his lap.
Glastoc throws the envelope inside of the envelope at Aviro.
And then at that
Just
moment,
kind of whips it.
at that moment, a letter appears in front of Aviro. Ping!
Is
Let's-
this what this is like, you guys? Opening these letters? I haven't gotten to do this. This is great.
So Jim gets, or Glastoc gets to read his first.
Okay, so let's see. So it's a
what?
continuation of the first one. So okay. I was able to adjust the sending part with some chrono magic I learned. That time magic Glastoc, that any information shared from the future automatically creates an alternate timeline. I still despise timey-wimey stuff. Is this a continuation of my first letter, or is this
No,
a
it's a
continuation?
continuation of the
Brynn's?
letter that Brynn read.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a second part of mine, and Brynn would like hand Glastoc her letters.
Okay.
Aviro, would you like to read yours?
Wow.
Wow.
So this is what this feels like.
Yes, isn't it right? It's so soft.
It's so
like
soft and
it's like
tactile.
cloth.
Jay, you got chocolate on it.
No, I just made sure it was tight.
No, that's blood.
Oh, that's blood. You're right. I do feel terrible, like ripping into this.
Oh, I know.
You just want to save it.
I know.
But I've never
all
been
for
one
the
to open
story.
Christmas presents nicely.
No, you got to destroy them. That's part of the fun.
Holy. Okay, so I'll start with 4A.
Actually, you want, 4A, yeah. Okay.
Start with 4A. Dear past self, know that I hope this doesn't cause you too much worry. It did me a few weeks when I received it, but then we saw the unicorn and it all made sense. Anyway, like I said, timey-wimey stuff. So
The
don't
I
unicorn
look
and
at
it
I
all
look
made
over at
sense.
Glastoc. I'm like,
So this letter shouldn't cause anything major to happen. So far, it has been okay. One.
Don't
Well-
read. Do not read the next one.
Don't. Oh,
Don't read the next one. Put that one away. Save that one.
gotcha.
ooh, save it.
Save that one. Yep.
Gotcha.
What unicorn?
What are you talking? A unicorn?
Aviro grabs his bag, or his mage hands his pack over to him, and looks in at how many sheets of stationary of sending he has.
Yeah.
He should have however many he had sent
Yep.
to them previously,
Yep.
whatever the remainder was. He should
Yep.
not have sent any, and he checks to make sure that that is the case.
None of them been sent.
And then he looks at the note that he has, and he asks
It
to see
looks like
theirs
the
as
same
well.
paper.
Yeah, and he grabs everyone. And he's looking at the notes. And he's looking at it. He smells it.
It looks and smells like the same paper.
He holds it up to the light. I have no
You did-
idea.
Oh.
Clearly, my future self is sending us letters. So apparently, I learned something that's gonna solve the over triple exposure issue I was having. I'm very excited to learn what that is. Anyway,
what
apparently-
triple exposure issue? What are you talking
Well,
about?
I think it's the reason why the letters I sent previously didn't show up right away. Apparently, I solved the issue because here we are. So something's
Thank
going
God
to
you
happen.
solved this issue. It's clearly made life so much easier for us.
Well, it must be. Otherwise, why would I be doing it?
It's 5 a.m., Aviro. Can you send them later in the future?
That's an excellent question. Will that avert the timeline? This says that nothing in the future changes anything in the past happened, so perhaps. However, if I did that, then I would already know that, and therefore they wouldn't have shown up now. They would have shown up in the future for us.
I would point
so
over at Glastoc and I'd be like, coffee.
Yes.
And Brynn just leaves
Lots
the
of it.
room and goes downstairs.
Now Avira's brain's percolating on.
Speaking
all
of
these-
coffee.
Yep. I need the three of you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh,
Saving
man.
throw. Is that a thing? Isn't it a fortitude
Uh,
thing?
Or
Fortitude.
fortitude save. Excuse me, a fortitude saving throw.
Yes.
Fortitude saving throw.
Oh, I got another nat 20.
I got a nat 20.
What?
You're not
That's
gonna believe
wild.
this.
You got a
I
1?
got a 3
Oh.
for a
That was fun.
14.
That was funny. Funny.
Aviro,
Yes.
you are exhausted. You have now the fatigue condition,
Oh boy.
Ooh.
which the fatigue condition indicates you take a -2 penalty on all perceptions and skill checks, and you
Okay.
cannot use actions with the concentration trait unless you are relating
Ooh.
to a subject of your fascination. The condition
Okay.
ends if a creature takes hostile actions towards you. Or no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Fatigued. You take a -1 status penalty on AC and saving throws. During explorations, you cannot choose to explore the exploration activity. Recovery from fatigue after a full night's rest.
I have to have a full
Nice.
rest. Okay.
Yep. So you have
Okay.
a -1 AC and saving throws
Gotcha.
until tomorrow night.
Gotcha. You can tell he's super interested in this problem, but whenever he's moving about, he's bumping into things and he's tripping and you can tell he's not all together.
All right.
Brynn will have them bring over coffee, and Brynn will already be sitting at a table when they go downstairs.
There is some, like, the bar hasn't opened up yet, but there is coffee and some pastry or like some basic stuff like very, very basic. So the morning they haven't started breakfast yet at 5 a.m.
Oh, it's like at a motel or something like that.
Continental breakfast.
Yep. So the
Continental
Like
coffee's
a bag
out.
of
I was
bagels.
trying to think of what the name of it was.
Yep. So, but yeah,
Perhaps the patisserie is open. We could go to the patisserie,
The hell is a patisserie?
the
They make
bakery,
the
where where all of
pastries.
the desserts
Pastry.
came from.
It's not going to be open this early.
How do you know? Do you have any idea what time bakers get up? It's ridiculous.
As a person with a society score of +8, I have to agree. I don't think it's going to be open this early.
All right, fine. Just
And
sit
Bryn's
here
just
in this.
I
having her
mean,
coffee.
we're talking. It's like 5:30 in the morning now because Brynn got her letter at like 5:15 and came storming over. So
Bryn is just like sitting at the table, just like barely able to keep her head up, and just be like, "Did you figure everything out, Aviro?"
Nope. I
As
have no idea.
usual.
I have no idea.
Well, it won't hurt to hit the road a little early this morning, I suppose.
no, I agree.
And yeah, Bryn just is kind of trying to enjoy her coffee and kind of waking up.
okay. As you get up in the morning, you have the cold, chilly kind of air kind of hits you for a second, and it's very nice, relaxing. But yeah, as you make your way out through the town, you kind of came in this way, and you start heading up towards the manor, and it's still a little dark, and by the time, because I'd say what, half hour or so, by the time you have breakfast, food, stuff like that, just before, and as you're starting to make your way, it's dark, so you're using some light from the area for your low lights and stuff like
We
that.
all have
That's right.
dark vision.
So as you start, actually low light and dark vision. And
Actually, no, wait. Do we all have?
no,
I was going to say, I think I'm the only character who actually has it now. I don't know if
yes.
elves
I
do
have
or
low
not.
light.
Yep, it's
Yeah,
low light.
low
now.
light.
Yep.
Yeah. I actually have dark vision.
But so it's enough that
Oh.
there's still a little bit of light, so you can kind of make your way. And just as you're getting towards the manor, the sunrise starts coming up, and it's just this beautiful light over the water, and you're on the cliff face that is just kind of shining a little bit as you're making your way to the manor. And the manor is that is the outside of the manor in your roll 20.
Big black square.
Wow.
Can you see
Very big.
can you see the sides?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you know that this is the front door, but there is,
Okay. I was going to ask if that was the front.
So you kind of come in from here, and this
Mhm.
is the front door area that you know.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right. Well-
Just an FYI for everybody, because it's been so long since we've played, and the fact that I'm in a new place. When Jay actually clicks on something now, I see it right away in roll 20.
Oh,
There's no
wow.
delay with my new internet. So
Wow.
yeah.
What luxury.
Yes, I know.
You must feel like a prince.
It's just like when the map changes, it changes right away. I'm just like really
Oh.
excited at this point.
King in the
Woohoo!
castle. King in the castle.
What would you?
yeah.
Give me a perception check, please.
Oh, that is 27.
Nice.
Where? Carry on fire with the rolls today.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mhm.
Sorry to say it out
31.
loud.
Wow, I got a 21.
21, and Avira, what did you get?
31.
Wow.
Holy Nikes, Batman.
Oh, do I take? No, I don't take the minus of perception anymore. That was
No,
before,
that
right?
was something else. Yeah. Okay, so as you're getting closer in the sun, you notice that the manor is in very fine condition. It's a beautiful manor, and you can see that the manor had a name on it at one point, and it was taken off, and then Whiz Bangs was kind of haphazardly put on, and it's now the Whiz Bangs Manor, and it was pretty sure that, and it looks like it's been a year or two that's been there. You notice that the windows are all shut and the drapes have been pulled to cover up the windows. And as you're kind of looking around, there's a nice garden. Um, the shrubs is well maintained, so there's probably a gardener or something like that. Um, and the other thing is you notice is that there's a nice statue. As you're kind of coming up this way, are you going towards the front door or which door are you kind of going
I
Aviro
imagine
heads towards the front door.
towards? Okay.
Yeah.
You
I would-
notice
Yeah, I
that
would-
in the
yeah.
kind of in the front area, there's a statue of a female dressed at kind of arms stretched out with a smile.
Do we recognize the female? Is it like a
No.
god?
No, it's just a statue like in the garden area with all the nice shrubs and flowers around.
Gotcha.
Jay, can you put up the overall map again? I want to see how this is situated on the coast.
Mhm. This one?
Yeah.
So it's right there
Because I want to.
because you're coming up this way right here.
Yeah.
Is there
Gotcha.
still like steam coming off of Sandpoint Harbor? Is it still that time of
Oh,
the
yeah.
morning?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so pretty.
Okay.
So, so we could go around the back.
Oh yeah, very
you
much so.
wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, there's enough room to go in the back.
I just am going kind of with Aviro to the front door. I have no. Presumably, the whiz bangs are a good crew, so we should have no need to sneak in here.
Yeah, but
So-
they're missing. So
So we should be going into an empty building. That's kind of Bryn's thought process. But
Yeah.
if
Aviro, reaches out and tries the door handle.
Knock, knock, knock.
Nope. He tries the door handle.
Oh,
Tries
door
to
handle?
open it
Oh,
up.
it's locked. The door handle's locked.
Brynn.
Yep. Brynn just immediately like unfurls her.
Like the credit cards.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, 100%. Like in those like 80s movies where it just goes "Prrrr." And yeah, so I would
Give
try
me a thievery roll, please.
thievery roll. Here we go. You sons of bitches. You talked about how good I was rolling and then you freaking cursed me. That's why when a pitcher's having a perfect game, they leave him alone. I got a 16 and that's shit for me.
And it's still enough that it opens up the door.
Oh. Well,
But it fought you.
that's great.
It fought you.
Yeah.
She's sitting
I'm a
there,
little
"God
tired."
damn son of a bitch.
Okay, click. Oh, I'm a little tired this morning. I'm still a little bleary eyed.
So as you kind of, it takes a little time and stuff like that, and click, and yeah, unlocks the door, and you kind of open up there, goes, "Err," and it opens
This one
up.
got bent. Close it all up.
So, and you see, allow me to describe. So one of the other things is that you kind of got an idea that there are, a few different locations. This particular area of the manor, very clean, bland in decorations, basic style of furniture, paintings throughout the manor are just kind of The owners didn't really put much into the decorating this place. It's just kind of
Well,
very.
it's probably like a bunch of college guys. So,
This is a
Um,
frat house, 100%.
Bare minimum. Oh, wait a minute. One additional thing. Glastoc, you did go around and look at the back, correct?
Yeah.
You did see a second story deck that was clearly that was built as an addition to the manor.
okay.
And it's and the
Sorry,
thing
Dave.
about it is half of it is like completely burnt. Like
Oh,
part of
okay.
it, like as if an explosion blew off, like, and burned half of the deck, and but it's still functioning.
Can I make the? Oh, go ahead.
You see some dead language letters, 3 of them on the edge of this balcony, and one of them's burnt along with the rest of the balcony.
Can I make an investigation? Although I guess that's not a thing anymore. Here, some kind of check to see if I can tell what caused the fire. Like, can I tell? Was it alchemical? Was it alchemical? Was it magical? Was it?
Give me so a perception or an arcane.
Arcana, huh?
Kind
Oh man.
Don't have to threaten him with a good time.
19.
Let's go.
2 on the die.
It doesn't appear to be a spell, but it appears to have been something chemical or alchemy,
Okay.
like almost a firework
Okay. They might have an
or a
alchemist who got
bomb. You
a
know,
bit careless, perhaps. Or it
and it
was an
looked
attack. We
old,
don't
like
know.
it's been there for like 4 years,
Oh,
and it
okay.
hasn't been repaired.
Okay.
Oh.
This looks like my roommate at the Magic Academy. He was always knocking his concoctions over. It's probably what happened here.
Don't exactly seem like, I don't know, interior design mages, do they?
So as
What's
you,
wrong with it?
sorry, go ahead.
I just said what's wrong with it. That's all. That's all.
So as you
It's a
open the door and kind of look in this main entrance, bare minimum of decorations are present here. But what you notice is that there are burn marks and several blade puncture marks can be seen on the wall just next to the main door to your right. It appears that there have been there for years, and possibly a makeshift dart throwing board may have been there because it's kind of an
Oh, okay.
outline. There appears to be signs of like several parties over the course of several years
Frat
staining the
house.
floor and then been
Oh.
cleaned up and to the best of their abilities. But some of the
Ah.
stain seems to be still marked in the room. Not
Ugh.
much here, and it seems like maybe the last party was about 2 years ago. There are several exits from this room. There's a stairwell that goes up, um, leading up to the second floor. There's a hallway that leads to several doors that currently open, and another set of stairs. All the windows are shut and looked locked and closed. And yeah, down
Okay,
the
does
hall.
it?
Go
The
ahead.
Oh,
stairs
sorry.
at the end of the hall, do they go up or down?
These stairs here. Oh, one second. These
These ones.
stairs?
Yeah.
No, it's just it's just same the floor. So this is stairs that go up, and these are stairs that go up to the second floor.
Okay, so all
Both
the
of them
stairs
go up to the second
Okay.
floor.
Okay.
Jay,
Additionally,
does it look like it's lived in, or is it like there's no like personal effects lying around? Is it just like furniture and that's it? Like, is it cleaned?
Here, it's been cleaned, so it looks like it's been lived in, and it's just not. I mean, it looks like it's been cleaned on a semi-regular basis, maybe once a month, maybe once a week, or every other week.
But are there shoes and papers?
Yeah,
And
there it
Oh, there
does
is.
appears to be someone at one time has been living
Okay.
here.
So it looks like they just vanished.
So the doors are open, and down the hallway, the two double doors to the right north, you can kind of get an idea that there might be a kitchen because of the door, and there seems to be some smells coming from that area.
Perhaps we should all split up and just map out the house.
Yeah, let's split the
Wait.
party.
It's a frat house, Glastoc. Everything will be fine. It's not a fucking cave and
Okay.
thieves and
I'm gonna ask Aviro. This is a semi-serious question.
Yes.
Okay. Is there or is there not a spell for cleaning?
I think there is.
Prestidigitation.
Right.
No, I think there's actually like a.
Okay,
Let me see here.
that's my point.
called Whistle While We Work.
If you have a frat house of wizards doing research and stuff, and you're going to tell me not one of them knows that spell?
It's entirely possible that not one of them knows that spell, or doesn't bother to memorize it. It depends on just how.
As Glastoc is like his eyes are beaming through Aviro at this point, and his need for cleanliness.
And Brynn would smile as she starts going up these stairs, and she'd be like, "Teenage priorities, Glastoc."
The other thing I will say is that there are 3 paintings that are in this room as well. One of them has a very a shorter female human, blonde hair, wearing holding a trident and a shield and wearing like breastplate armor, and has the a religious symbol on her shield and around her neck. Right next to him, there's this very large, strong-looking barbarian female with hair pulled back and just having this huge, double-handed great sword, and very magical looking, and runes on it. And she looks like one of the tribes in the area, like she's very tribal barbarian. And then there's another picture that's just ripped. And under the names, you have Ren, which is under the cleric. You have Gwen under the barbarian. And then the other name is cut out, or not cut out, but it just says Bloodstone. Or actually, no, it doesn't say. It says, let me get the exact name for you real quick. Sorry. It
Jay's finding the
says-
exact name. Check us out on teespring.com. At teespring.com, we have Emporium for the Wayward Gamer merch on mugs and tank tops and t-shirts and more. Check us out on teespring.com. Just search Emporium for the Wayward Gamer.
Dalian. It says Dalian. But the painting's missing. And whiz bangs. So very clearly whiz bangs. This is the whiz bang group. So, Brynn, you're going upstairs. Are you taking these stairs or the stairs in the back?
The stairs in the back.
Okay.
You would just kind of have been wandering around, kind of looking at this with a look of mild disgust on her face this whole time, and just kind of casually starts walking up the stairs.
And then what about Aviro and Glastoc?
Vero goes and opens the double doors over here to see what's in the big half circle room.
Okay. Glastoc?
I'm still bothered by the fact that this place is such a shithole and you had a bunch of casters. Like, there's not one guy who's going to be semi-Aviro.
So here's the thing. It doesn't appear to be casters.
Oh, okay.
It does not appear to be casters because you have a cleric, a barbarian, and then something else. Someone else.
Well, but I mean, this group, you know, whiz bangs. Well, I guess, you know.
They're gone now, so what the fuck are we gonna do about it?
Yeah.
They're all
Okay.
dead.
Now, whiz bangs is also a firework.
Yeah.
Name.
Right, which could explain the blast up at top. So, Glastoc will open the very first door on the right.
This one right here.
Yes.
Okay. As Glastoc, as you're looking in that room, it's just a coat closet.
Damn it. You have chosen poorly.
Aviro, as you open up the two double doors, this once used to be a ballroom, possibly a music room, that's been converted into a training room. There are a few wooden racks filled with different wooden weapons along the wall. Target boards are hanging in different locations on the walls as well. There's a training circle in the middle, about 20 feet in diameter. The circle is set as in the center of the room and lines perfectly with the open ceiling to the second floor. There is a single door to the west, and that is the only other exit. That door is currently open. It opens up to another hallway. But there is
go ahead. Go ahead.
So you can see the second floor because there is a completely open. There's a balcony up top.
Gotcha. Cool. Super cool. Avira leans back and says, Glastoc, this is your room. And Avira walks away. And he goes and looks in the kitchen over across the hall.
That's awesome.
Okay. Glastoc, you go into the other room?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Brynn, as you make your way up to the second
Making my way.
You're making your way up
Moving
to the second
on
floor.
up.
Black, I know.
To
but-
the side.
Come on, give me. There we go.
He likes the bottom in the sky.
So
Oh, sorry.
Moving on up.
No, by all means, set the scene, Jay.
So as you come up the stairs, there's a hallway kind of going straight with some doors, and then it opens up to the left. And as you look around, it opens up to a large area, and it's a balcony with a hole that goes down to the first floor.
Sick.
And then there's a series of doors along all the way as well.
So Brynn, realizing that she probably just shouldn't go just start booting open doors, she would very quietly make her way to the edge of this visual down to the first floor. And she would grab something small, like maybe like a copper piece out of her pouch, and she would try to drop it right on top of one of the guys' head, whoever walks underneath her
That would be
first.
Glastoc by this time.
It would be Glastoc right now.
And she would
Give me a
like drop
D20
it.
roll. Give me a D20 roll plus your
It's
your
a ranged
dexterity.
attack.
It's a ranged attack.
Sick. Amazing. Just a dex check, just straight dex.
Give me whatever range your range attack. So it'd be
Oh,
your
perfect. Plus
dexter-
14.
Yeah.
You're going down, boy. That's a dirty 20.
Zoom, ping. Something pings off of you as you look up.
So Glastoc looks up and sees Brynn smiling.
Oi.
And
Yeah,
he's-
that's a
Does he pocket the coin?
no, it's only a copper piece. It's not worth
penny.
it.
Hey, there's a good number of doors up here. If you boys are done looking around, I could probably use some help.
I
All right.
need everyone to give me a perception check, please.
Ooh.
And then Jeff or Aviro, we're gonna get to you in the kitchen.
Is
20
it a
Oh.
perception for initiative?
No.
23.
26.
21.
Okay. Perfect.
Job, team. Good job.
Vero, as you enter into the kitchen. Oh, we gotta go back. Kitchen. Oh no, wrong one. Gotta go one more. There we go.
Boink, 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 boink.
So as you go into the kitchen, this room is a nice kitchen, but is immediately noticeable that there is still food on the table that looks possibly a week old and slightly moldy. One of the benches on the wall, by the wall, has been turned over. A slight bad odor fills the room as spoiled food is on the table. 2 plates with old food is still laying there.
Prestidigitation, 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 prestidigitation.
Okay.
Clean, 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 clean,
Say
clean.
that
clean,
5
clean.
times fast.
So as you're doing that, the stove and the
Ugh.
cabinets still appear to have food. The room does not appears to have been cleaned in a while, but nothing of value. Except as you get making your way around the table, you see what appears to be a little blood leading out the door. Dried blood, as if somebody was taken out this door that was wounded and bleeding slightly.
Is there a window in the door?
No, this is the door right here.
Yeah, is there a window in that door?
No, there is not.
Right. Glastoc. 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 And he kind of
Okay.
scampers
Oh,
back out.
Okay.
Scampers back out to Glastoc. I found
So-
blood. I found dried blood. Glastoc. Glastoc.
All right. All right. All right. All right. So
He found what?
Why don't
dried
you
blood. I found dried blood.
why don't you come down? Glastoc
Where?
yells up at Brynn.
Okay,
In the kitchen.
okay, give me a
It's
minute.
Dried
And
blood in the kitchen.
you hear thump, 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 down the stairs.
And as soon as she
Brynn
gets to the
slides
bottom,
down the banister.
as soon as she gets to the bottom, Glastoc goes, "Oh, but what if they slaughtered a chicken? Uh-oh. Maybe it was just that. Well, anyway, I found blood. It's
So,
here.
Can
It's just there.
I make a medicine check to
Please do.
determine exactly how long it's, and then I don't know, maybe what
Brynn
type or whatever.
Pulls her
Yep, just,
sword at this time.
medicine check,
Oh,
yep.
shit.
27.
Aviro assists with the medicine check for a 27.
Okay. Yes. So the blood appears to be indicate that there was a fight or a battle that took place here, and that the amount of blood is splashed on the floor and the wall that was turned over on the bench. So somebody was attacked in here and then dragged out, but it was not enough blood for a death blow.
Okay.
That's not good.
And Aviro, you know that
Should we
door, that back door is unlocked.
Should we open this door?
Well, let's see if we can follow it.
Glastoc, open the door. Vera Mage hands the door open. Even
It's
though I just said Glastoc, open the door.
Glasslock's bent over the blood. And like, Glasslock, open the door.
So as the mage hand turns, the door opens, it's unlocked, and it opens up, and as you kind of look out, there's a little bit of blood that appears to be on the stairs, but then it just stops as if the rain has washed away anything.
Oh, okay. So the weather.
Mm-hmm. This has been a while, and it looks like this has been there almost a week.
That would be the same as all of the decaying microbiome that was festering here that I cleaned it up. Right, well, should we go upstairs? Oh, what's through this door? As he looks at the other end of the kitchen. He goes to the other end. Yeah, he opens that door.
So Jay,
Yes.
so it, from what we can tell, so somebody was obviously sitting and eating and got attacked, and that's the reason why the bench is overturned.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
But there was food for two. So
Yes.
does it look like it was the person sitting across from them?
No.
A sudden fucking red wedding situation.
Something else may have happened.
Eeh.
Aviro, this is a study. This room is a small study. A fireplace with some liquor can be seen on the mostly empty shelves. A broken bottle lays on the ground with its contents all over the floor. A door to the south is open and it appears to be another room. Another door to the east is shut.
Are there books on the shelves?
No. Carrie wants to know about the liquor that's been spilled on the floor.
Bryn's crushed. Carrie's crushed. The bottle's crushed. It's the worst.
Are there books on the shelves and stuff?
There's very little amount of books. But yeah, there's
But
one or two books.
Avira runs over to the books.
Yep.
Even though there are only two of them, he runs to the books to see what they are.
Just locations of Sandpoint information, just basic knowledge, some stories, some history stories of Abby.
Are they books I've already read?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course they are.
Yes. They're not very expensive either.
It'd be hard for us to find a new book.
And there is a
Sandpoint on a
children's
bootlace.
book. There is a children's book here.
Have I read it?
Yes.
That's for the barbarian.
Yes, I have.
Aw, that's adorable.
Is it a good
Spot Run?
Is it a good children's book,
Yes,
or is it
It is.
Oh, it's the Velveteen Centaur.
Yes, it's a Velveteen Centaur.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, my mom read this to me. Brynn, did your mom read you the Velveteen Centaur?
So as you turn, Jay, tell
Yeah.
me if I'm wrong. As you turn to say, Brynn, did your mother read this to you? Brynn's not there. And she's not there. Brynn is elsewhere.
Oh, Glastoc, have you read the Velveteen Centaur?
Oh, I wonder where she went. Anyway.
Wait.
Brynn is actually in another part of the house right now. You didn't see her leave. She was with you when you guys were checking out the kitchen. But she vanished into another part of the house.
Well, she's just probably checking some other. There's plenty
No,
of
no,
other
no,
rooms.
no, no,
Eh,
no,
Did you
no,
read the
no,
Velveteen Centaur? It's so
and
good.
Glastoc knocks the book out of his hand.
Now that's just rude.
They're making all kinds of noise right now downstairs, and this is fucking perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He mage hands the book back up and he puts it very gently on the shelf. Bryn. Oh well. What's in here? And he goes to the other room.
Whoa. Slow down. So Bryn came downstairs and now all of a sudden she's disappeared.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other rooms. Of
You
course.
would've-
She just.
You might have noticed
Aviro-
as well, like, yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Aviro, as you look in this is a library.
And he is immediately occupied.
This is notably a library with very few books. Most of the shelves are bare. A fireplace takes up the section on the eastern wall. 3 doors exit the room. 2 are currently open, while the third to the southern is shut. And it appears that it leads outside. So you can
I'll
tell,
look for clues in here.
you can tell that it leads outside. And then, like I said, you've got a hall. This is the hallway that goes to this room. It's slightly open, and then this is just another. It looks like a privy bathroom type situation.
A privy.
But
yes.
the books on the shelves here, there's maybe the only thing of interest would maybe be a magical book that you've read before.
It would still take me at least an hour to determine that information, so I should stay here and look at clues.
Give me an investigation roll.
Yeah, what's that? Is that just perception?
Perception, yeah.
Now? Okay.
What?
16.
Okay, so you're just looking at the books. Yeah, there really isn't a lot of books here, but as you're kind of putting through it. As Avira's doing that, Glastoc, what are you doing?
Okay. So there's 3 doors. One obviously goes outside.
Yep.
All right.
And you notice that this goes back. It was slightly
We know,
ajar,
yeah,
and then goes back
right.
into here. So yeah,
Here.
you see all this
Okay,
area.
we know that. Right. And then this is the privy.
And this is the privy. Yep. Privy.
Okay. I'm the fact that Bryn has all of a sudden disappeared is more concerning to Glastoc, obviously, than Aviro. So I'm going to circle back through the training room and then go up the stairs.
So you're going to go back, and then go up these stairs here?
Yes.
Okay, so the same ones that Bryn possibly went
Right.
up.
Well,
Bryn!
the ones I know Bryn came down.
Down.
Yes.
Okay. Bryn, as you were going upstairs, you came back up through there. What are you doing?
Yeah. So I imagine we're gonna roll back the timeline just a little bit.
Yep.
I hear Aviro freaking out about the library and just and talking
Mhm.
like he does, and Bryn would kind of smile to herself and be like, "Keep making a ruckus, Aviro," and she would like be going back up to the one door that she noticed on the way back down the stairs. This whole hallway was filled with open doors, except one that was closed. And as she was kind of in a hurry to see this blood in the kitchen, she hurried past it and didn't think much of it. But as she just kind of stood and the guys kind of looked at the blood and were investigating, and she was just kind of standing there stewing, she thought to herself, maybe she better go back up there and check out that door. But if there's somebody in there, she wanted to get the drop on them. So she left somewhat quietly as Aviro was just making all kinds of voices downstairs. And she wanted to sneak back up to this door very quietly. And as she gets to this door, she would listen at it first.
So one of the things I'm going to share with you based on that roll too is as you're walking around, you can tell that these are bedrooms. The doors are open, and these are bedrooms right here. Since you kind of walked like this way and went around, and you can see that these doors are opened. This door, as you kind of get close, this door is open and goes upstairs to the attic area.
Okay.
These set of doors right here are shut, and this set of door is open as well. And you can't really tell what's in there, but you know it's open. But these are the doors that are, and as you start listening, give me a perception check.
Okay. 23.
23. As you're listening, you're not hearing anything from coming from that room, but what you are hearing with that door that's open right next to you, you hear noises as if there's a battle going on upstairs and above you. And those are the stairs, and the noise is coming down from those stairs that are leading up to the attic.
A battle.
There's a fight going on upstairs.
Holy shit. And immediately, so as soon as she hears that and identifies it, she yells. She's like, "Boys, get your asses upstairs!" Like immediately.
Glastoc, as you are walking through the training room, you can hear it come from above you because of the open ceiling. You hear, "Boys, get your asses up here!"
All right. So
Aviro immediately scrambles. That's mom voice.
yeah.
Aviro, Joseph Starborn, get your ass up!
Hero Joseph Starborn.
Oh yeah, there's ask a chat. What should Aviro's middle name be?
Oh my God,
Hey, chat.
Bartholomew.
Hey chat,
what should Aviro's?
what should Aviro's middle name be?
That's amazing.
And how many middle names does he have?
That's
yeah,
a great question. Elves have a lot of hyphens.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So as you are running up, Brynn, what are you doing? Because it's going to take them a round or two to get up there. A few rounds.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Because actually, Avira runs past Glastoc up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brynn would go on in herself. She figures kind of if something bad happens to her, the boys are going to be right behind anyway, so she can hold them off for 6 seconds approximately, or 12 if
Alrighty.
the need really be. A bust her ass into this attic.
Let's get some characters out.
Because one concern that Brynn has had while Jay is looking for fucking deadly NPCs, is Brynn is worried that like Pepper might have beaten them here and that something has befallen her. Like since the thought of reuniting with Pepper has entered the playing field. She's kind of worried that Pepper might have gone on ahead, like in an effort to help and gotten herself in.
That is a good assumption.
Oh,
That is a good assumption. But as you get up to this level, this is an arboretum. This room, attic, has been modified, and you see these like cut into the ceiling here are skylights. So it's constant light in it. This is turned
Wow.
into an arboretum. There are plants all over the place. Trees are grown in here. It is a dirt floor, and it's thick dirt. So you actually have to step in, and there's a heavy coating of dirt. There are wildflowers all over. Vines are like all over the room and on the floor and on the ceiling and everywhere. And there's pillars as well. So clearly they remodeled this area to make sure that it's all good and stuff like that. And as you get up there, there's two things that you see. There is grabbing my notes real quick. One moment. As you get up there, the group starts that there's a smell of tropical plants, and that the humidity up here is very pleasant. There's skylights that bring lights in from the ceiling, as I said. As a group gets up to this landing, the space is amazing. It is a tropical jungle. It has literally been turned into a tropical jungle. Pillar supports the roofs, plants and flowers intertwine it. Several hammocks hang in different locations within this room. What seems to be odd, though, is that there are some very overgrown plants in different locations. And then you hear the noise of, in the section over here, is that you see a human a dog-faced human wearing black armor fighting some vines from a tree over here. And the vines are trying to grab that humanoid. He's fighting it. There's also another goblin. There is a goblin with black armor fighting these small humanoid plants. So and you can see some dead like humanoid plants cut and basically fallen apart, like they've been slashed and cut. And then there's like three or four of these small different plants. One of them's got a little spiky cocktail. They're like cactus is looking. Some of them are a little bit more flowery looking. And this particular goblin is kind of fighting it while this dog-faced humanoid is fighting against this vine. The other thing that you notice is hanging from one of the vines up here, just wrapped around his body, is a gnome in ranger leather armor.
Oh, is it T-Man?
It is. It gives the description of T-Man.
Oh, okay.
And that is where we're going to pause for our next session. When the great fight happens. Oh, one more thing. You see that on the dog face black armor, and then there is a blue M.
Oh, these assholes.
I'm gonna go tell your mother. I know your family.
So, thank you so much for joining us, everyone.
Oh my God.
Welcome to We Are Live. We are back. We are back, baby.
Yeah.
We are
We're
having
live.
fun. We are looking at every other week for our sessions. October's getting a little weird because we've got Gamehole Con coming and some travel that I have to do. So it's not going to be as much. So we may only have one episode in October, but we'll be back definitely strong in November. So we'll be back on Wednesdays and stuff like that. But we will be back October 4th will be our next episode. So in 2 weeks, we'll be back with that. So thank you so much. Let's go around. Where can we find you? What's coming your way? And we're going to start with you, Carrie. Thank you so much.
Oh my
How are
gosh.
you doing?
I am doing wonderfully. That was so freaking much. I forget how much fun we have. This has been a blast. I was looking forward to this all day. Thank you guys so much. I'm Carrie. You can find me also here. Obviously, you can find me over on Mini Terrain Domain on Monday nights and Thursday nights tomorrow. We ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger last week on our Kids on Bikes campaign, which airs on Thursdays. So come on over tomorrow night and check us out at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Once in a while, you can find me on Mini Terrain Domain on Wednesday nights, where we play Mythos Investigators. That is our Call of Cthulhu campaign, which we are getting close to the end of, which is pretty exciting. I'm sure it's going to end with a bang. Our GM Ricky is going to see to that.
Awesome.
And then once in a while, we have been taking a little bit of a hiatus, but soon we will be back. Dice Tales, that is on select Wednesday nights, sometimes Thursday nights as well. So I'm everywhere, baby. I'm like the wind. Thank you guys so much for this. This was a blast as always.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carrie. Jeff, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. I missed this too. This is so much damn fun. I love every one of you. And I love all of you people as well. I'm Jeff. Thank you so much. This has been great. I have no social medias or anything to plug, but I will say, what did the chat say for Aviro's middle name stuff?
What did it say?
It said
I don't know. I can't stream and be on
Yeah, Joshua put in Bartholomew Rivers.
Bartholomew Rivers.
Oh, that's perfect.
Aviro
Sounds like a
Bartholomew
movie
River
star.
Starborn.
It's
official now.
I love it. It's canon.
Awesome.
Canon.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff. Jim, how are you
Yes.
doing?
I'm great. I was not feeling good today, and when I realized that we were playing tonight, that made me feel better. And now being able to be here with the three of you, I feel much better. So this was great. So yeah, Jim, Hawkmere1 on Twitter. Right now, you can find me every weekend at the NorCal Ren Fair running the Talon and Claw booth. So
Ooh.
Check
come
them
and
out.
see
Heck
me
Say
yeah.
hi.
come by, see me wearing a kilt and my big hat. So
Looking spiffy.
Can't beat Jim and his confidence with his big hat and his kilt.
yep.
It's amazing what a big hat and a kilt does.
Ah,
I'm not kidding.
come on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Thank you so much. One additional thing. So I'm Jay, also known as NeoFed3. You can find me on the socials here. We have Wednesdays, like I said, every other Wednesday we're looking at here. We are doing Star Wars, our Luck of the Draw, which Jim is in once a month. Well, actually, Jim's taking a small break because of busyness, but we're doing once a month. We're doing some pre-records, and then we're gonna share them, stream them all again, and then get back into being live or like more productions on that. So those are coming down. We just started our pirate campaign, and we will be streaming those come in October or November. So listen to that. I'll be, and with Jim, we'll be at GameholeCon next month. So you're going to hear more about that. So I've got running some games, and Talon and Claw will be there as well as Smuggler's Coffee. So definitely check them out there. One other thing I do want to plug, next in a week, in 10 days, on Saturday, September 30th, on Mini Terrain Domain, Todd Stashwick's The Nerd Circus is doing a specific charity event with many different actors, some of them from Star Trek, as well as some other players in the community, celebrities in the community, are doing a charity event at 7:30 p.m. On their channel on Saturday, September 30th, and they're supporting a charity that starts with a P, and I cannot remember it because I don't have it in front of me, but make sure that you check them out. It is going to be an awesome game. It is a great cause. Todd always runs wonderful games. So September 30th, Saturday, 7:30 p.m., Mini Terrain Domain. Check them out. It is going to be a great game. So please.
Yep.
There are friends there. Todd, like I said,
The Pavlov. The Pavlov.
Thank you,
Foundation.
Pavlov Foundation. And it is going to be an awesome game. Because like I said, Todd always runs awesome games. Again, everyone, thank you for joining us. If you like what we're doing and you want to support us, please like, subscribe, look at, we have stuff on YouTube, so that we have a YouTube channel for all of our vlogs. We're just simple. We just like to have fun. We're doing this because we like to, but it costs money sometimes, but hey, my pocket's only somewhat full. But thank you for
Record,
joining
the
us.
postage which he takes to send us these is inordinate.
But thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. And with that being said, we would like to say our final words. And it being season 3, and it's already been several ones just dropped today. Just be kind and don't be an ass.
Ooh, we're bringing it
Ooh.
up.
Yep.
Turning up the heat for season 3. Let's go.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
All right.
Bye.